Okay, it looks like we're getting started here in just about a second. We're just waiting for the other systems to come up online. We're sharing this not only on Facebook in multiple areas, but also on YouTube. So welcome to Employee to Entrepreneur Mythbuster. I'm really excited to bring this to you. What we're going to do is we're going to take 6 of the most common myths that entrepreneurs hear that really create that scenario of having to put in even more effort and holding us back and such. And we're going to break those down, knock the BS out of it, and get you some powerful tools in place of it that you can use to launch your life and start moving into entrepreneur. Whether you're an employee and you're in a job that you just can't stand and you have an idea of a business or something that you'd like to move into, or maybe you have a foot in the employee bucket and a foot in the entrepreneur bucket and you just want to take that big step over to it. Or a lot of my realtor friends out there, we work as if in real estate that it can be worked as like an employee, like an employee of real estate. When there's really built into that is that realtor entrepreneurship is built right into it, with having the freedom of your time, with having the growth that you expect. So this week we're going to meet on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to take Thursday off, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And each day we're going to break down another myth of what holds us back, what causes entrepreneurs really, and the common things we hear that really are, a lot of it's just BS. And we're going to talk about what to look at in place of that. So here's my special gift to you too. Anybody who joins me for all 6 days, and I'll be posting a question each day. Anybody who responds to all of those questions, I'm going to give you a free gift for you to join a group we're starting in 2 weeks called Firm Foundation. And it's going to be a 4-week group, but I've added a bonus 5th week in there. It's all based on a live group experience once a week. And we're going to get on there and we're going to go through some curriculum. We're going to look at moving from that dark night of the soul experience. So many people struggled in 2020, and we want to take from there and we want to open that up to you, to your hero's journey into what's possible for you, and then into the becoming of that possibility in your life. And it's absolutely free if you comment for all 6 of the days of the question, and I'll ask a question at a different point over this time. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this here. And for myth number 6, drum roll please. And we're going to do a countdown, people talk a lot, and I've read a lot about where it says, talk to your friends and your family before moving into entrepreneurship. Run your ideas by them. And I just want to point something out here. There's the masses of how a majority, 98% of the people in the world live. And then there's how that 2% of the wealthiest people in the world think. And I want to ask you this. If your friends and your family, are they entrepreneurs themselves? If they are, that's great. If they're not, though, why would you ever go and speak to somebody who's in that masses type of a thinking, who's living in that maybe fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, who gets caught by their situations and their circumstances? That you can determine, in the masses thinking, people will usually determine what's possible for them based on their prior results. So they'll look at their past. Oh, I tried doing a business back then, or, and it didn't work out for me, so I guess I'm not meant to be a business owner. People will look at that. The masses will look at what their past results have been to determine what they can do going forward. Thinking like the masses takes so much energy, to achieve scraps of what you're looking to achieve, of what's possible for you. So no different. A lot of times I use a scenario of a fly bouncing on the window pane, and it tries harder and harder and harder and harder to go through that window pane. That's what the thinking like the masses is. If it's not working, try harder. Or a lot of the thinking with the masses is, oh yeah, don't bother doing that. It takes so much effort and it takes over your whole life. We'll get into that later in the week. But that masses thinking, it creates such efforts required to even get scraps of achievement out of it. The 2% of the wealthiest people in the world thinking, they begin with a mighty vision of what's possible for them. They don't look at their past. They look at, this is what I want to do. And this is like, wham, way up here as far as what that vision looks like for them. They get mentoring. They look into things. They invest in themselves from someone who has achieved where they're planning to go, where they're looking to go in that vision. And so many people, all of us, I have my degree, we spend so much money on getting our college education. But we don't learn, we're not taught from people who are out there doing it. In entrepreneur, there's programs and classes you can take, but wouldn't it be better to work with somebody, to have a mentor, to have somebody who's achieved that already, what you're looking to achieve, and find out how they did it and go about it? Can you see how doing that, all of a sudden, the effort you put in can get huge results? You ever look at a really wealthy person and it looks like they put in minimal effort, and no matter what they do, they end up getting these huge results continuously? That's exactly what I'm talking about there. So in looking at this today, I hope this helps. If you're going to lean on people, if you want to talk to people about what it is that you want to do in entrepreneurship, talk to people who are already at that level. Don't kind of stay away from, or at least understand, if you're going to people who are not there, you're going to be hearing what their fear, doubts, and worries are about doing that, which will take away from the expansiveness of what's available to you. So looking at that, the question today, in 3 words or less, what is your vision? What is that thing? What is that spark for you? What is that desire within you? And do it in 3 words or less. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at joseph@ifgtcoach.com. The IFGT stands for It's Frickin' Go Time. And that's how we're going to be in 2021. That's what 2021 is all about. Have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow.